Well, guys, haven't got a lot done today. I've been watching these YouTubers that are doing Secret Santa stuff. Some of it's pretty cool, some of it's ridiculous. It's fun to watch. So, yeah, I've sort of been spending time watching some YouTubers. Uh, my little heater's doing great. I've been running that thing, I believe, 4 days now, 10 plus hours a day on the low burner. We got the little electric heater going up there. It's 52 degrees outside and dropping, and it's 73 in here. So yeah, let me cover what I've got done so far here. Okay, so I am going to put this belt on now because it's just impossible to get to because the gas tank's here, the rear fender pan's here, and to put this belt on, you either have to remove this guide here and this guide here and then snake the belt up in there from the bottom, and it's just not worth it. So yeah, everything looks good here, nice and tight. I've got the woodruff key in. That's very important. Make sure you get it on. This is the bottom of the pulley, and as you can see, it slings grease out. We're going to pretend we didn't see that. So this is the top of the pulley. So yeah, let's go ahead and wiggle this belt on and make sure that that key is in place. Okay, so my hands may get in the way here for a minute, but we're going to fit the pulley in, put the belt up on this side, get the belt wrapped around this side, look down, see if we can find that woodruff key. And we're playing heck with the, there we go. And make sure the belt's there. Now if I can just get that lined up on that key. And I think it turned. Is it sideways maybe? Oh, I know what's wrong. We got to put that up. There we go. Now we can move it around a little bit. Find that. Tell you what, let me go get a flashlight. Alright, I can see down in there a little bit better. Where is the... I'm going to have to take it off to find that key. Where is... Ah, okay, I see it now. And... Oh, come on, get that belt in there. Drop in, please. Come on. Yes, this is not fun. It's wanting to go. The key is probably moved. Hang on. Yep, that's what I suspected. The key moved. So we'll try it again. I've got it back in there. I can see it. Maybe. Should be right there. I think we got it. Oh, see what happened over here. Oh, we're gonna force it in there. Yes, we are. There. Belt's on. Now we're gonna make sure the key's in. I'm in gear. The key is not in. Alright, I fought with it and I think I won. Still not getting any. I mean, it's, oh yeah, it's moving. Yeah, we're moving. That should be reverse. That should be high gear. Yeah, I'm using my belt. But it's not all the way down. I can't get my snap ring on. Let me go figure out what's going on with this thing. You see my problem right there. Alright, well, I'm going to fight with this a little bit and get this belt on here. Okay, well, I searched through my box of woodruff keys and I found one that really fits a lot tighter. So this one I had to actually squeeze in with pliers. So that should actually stay there. So yeah, let's center this thing, take it out of gear. I'm gonna put it down here where I can see it. Right about there. All right, let's try this again. Get the belt started on this side. All right. Belt started on that side. All right. And hopefully it fits the alright, it's there. It's just a matter of, oh, this is gonna be tight. Let's hold up. There's our hold up over here. This yeah, you see, even doing it from the top down, this thing is like a pain. I'm not on the guide there. Gotta bring it around. I'm gonna have to lift it back up to get that one back in. Alright, now back down. Okay, now put it in gear. Yeah. Alright. Snap rings next. So yeah, I got the snap ring on. Now can you imagine trying to change this belt with the gas tank right here and the fender pan, and you're trying to work underneath? Yeah, that would be a definite challenge. It was a challenge just getting it in like this. That Woodruff key is really, really tight. I think I had some slop in it too, but the rest of the dry belt routing is going to be easy because it basically goes a couple metal loops, and then once we get up to the engine area, once I get the engine dropped down in here, then I basically loosen these two bolts and move these two out of the way, and then get the belt around the upper pulley, and we put them in place, and that belt will never come off. So I guess tomorrow I'm gonna work on gas tank and rear fender pan and get this end buttoned up, and then we'll work on the middle part, get the dash tower back in, and then the last thing is to bring the engine back over and put it on, and this part should be about done. A little bit each evening. That's all I'm doing. Okay, with the new belt installed, we run it through that little bracket there, and on this side I'm looking at my clutch diagram, which is over on that. It comes around this bracket here. I'm sorry, I might have to use two hands. I'm wiggling it in there. Okay, that's the idler. Now it's got to go back around on this side, and then it goes around the clutch. Yeah, I'm going to need two hands. I think I got to push the clutch pedal down to get that. But yeah, that's going to be, I just, clutch is over on, is it on this side? Nope, it's on the other side. Let me go lock the clutch pedal down to move that. I don't think I want to try to hold it by hand. Okay, so clutch pedal's locked down. The belt is routed the way it's supposed to be. So the next step for this would be mounting the engine, loosening these two brackets, and getting the belt up around the engine pulley, but that'll come later. For now, we're going to go back up topside and work on the fuel tank. Well, I said I was going to reuse this fuel hose, but I had some brand new hose laying around. So I guess I'm just going to be on the safe side and go ahead, and since I've got new fuel line, I might as well go ahead and put it on. That's a quick, easy run. So let me do that. Yeah, the old fuel line wasn't as flexible as I thought. That'd make it good if I got to drain gas out of something to make a siphon hose. But yeah, I cut the new one to length and got it routed in. And I actually got a piece left over to go from the fuel filter to the carb. That'll be later on. All right, let me go clean the gas tank up. And what I want to do back here is replace this tape that the fuel tank sits on, so it's not sitting directly on the metal rails. Okay, I laid new tape down. It doesn't have to be anything special. I just want to keep the plastic tank from rubbing on the rails. New fuel line, and got a clamp installed. Now on the gas tank, this little bushing on the bottom can be problematic. I have had these leak before here. This is a fairly new bushing. We're going to go ahead and try that. But before I put the rear fender pan on, I want to get the engine and everything on and put some gas in it just to make sure I don't have a problem. Technically, I don't even need to put the engine on. I just need to raise the fuel line up above the tank, put some gas in it just to make sure it's not going to leak, and then I can drain it back out. So basically it's hooking up the fuel line and setting the tank down on to the rails, and we should be good on that. Okay, just because that fuel line's been hanging around the shop for a little while, I blew it out with an air hose, and I put a little bit of oil on the fitting just to make it go on easier. So I did add a tail light to red, and before I set the gas tank down, I had to connect the tail light wire and then put the little bracket that's going to, when the seat bracket comes down on here, it's going to hold this in place so the wires don't get down into the pulley. So yeah, I went ahead and added that in for now. Okay, so you can see the yellow tape that the gas tank's sitting on, and then what we have here is the seat safety switch wire, which I'm going to just put some tape to hold it in place until we get the seat pan on, which will be later. That's just to keep that from popping out, and then this will get run up through the seat pan. So the next step is to put this bracket on. I do have the foam that goes there. So and the bracket basically holds this in, and we'll be pretty much done with the back end, and we can start working on the front now. All right, I got the bolt started, and I got my little foam piece under there. So there's a bolt that goes through the fender pan, and it does stick down. So that's what that foam piece does, is keep it from hitting the gas tank. So all we got to do is tighten these down. And I got a problem with that one. That's the one that has the little tab under it. I think I need to find a little bit longer bolt. So the bolt that was going under that tab is this length, and I found a replacement. So we're going to run that one down real quick. Remember, there's little wire tabs under there. It's true. There we go. That tightened right up. All right. That part's done. Okay, so for my stopping point tonight, we've got a half a tank of fuel in here. So far, I don't smell any gas. I don't see anything leaking. At least I don't think I do. No, that's grease. So yeah, we're good on the gas. I got my battery tray in, plates on. I fished all the wiring up through here. So tomorrow I'll be putting the dash tower on and getting all these connectors connected back up. One of the things I did modify on this is the ground cable. I've got another large ground cable that goes down here that bolts to the engine. I also have ground cables going over grounding the other side of this tower. Yeah, I just tied all the grounds together. So anyhow, stopping point for the night. I'll put this video together, and I guess a couple days I'll see how far further along I get. Thanks for watching.